T-Rag got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
36-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. To the air, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Patrick Queen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Back at the 28-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third down.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Allen. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At the 29-yard line.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Edwards. They stopped after only a yard. yard, taking it down to the 14.
The ball carrier.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
The kick,
and this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Ravens 14, Washington nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Marcus Peters on the tackle.
Now Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
Brings up 4th.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40.
No, sir.
The 20.
No, sir.
10. 5. And all the way touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find Isabella. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Allen. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
The 24-yard line.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Intercepted by the
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Jackson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will swell the lead to 16. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Baltimore ball carrier.
Now a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So after the INT, it's Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again. Allen. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, Allen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Fitzpatrick now. That one is slant to McLaurin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it here, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
13.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
3rd and 13.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
He may try and run for this. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Allen will try again on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27.
Washington.
Now Allen again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Ravens 23, Washington 20.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside side of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back. And it'll be 3rd down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Is the punter Cook who sends it away. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy.